Even shuffle cards. And we are live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'll just wait for you all to come on. See who we've got joining us this morning, and then I'll explain a little bit about what I'll be doing today. Hope you've all had a good week so far. It's been pretty warm. It seems a bit cooler today though, so I hope it's a bit cooler where you are. What's your name and where do you come from? As they say, good morning, Claire. How are you, my lovely? Hope you're well. Just waiting for a few people to come on and then I'll explain what I'll be doing this morning. It all seems a bit quiet now. The children have gone back to school. Let's see who's on. Hi. Hi. Just... There we go. I'm good. Morning, Marissa. Hope you're well. Right. I better give my card to shuffle, haven't I? I'm using my encaustic colour cards this morning and my animal spirit cards. Hi, Lisa from Sweden. Hope you're well. What's the weather like in Sweden? Is it just as warm over there as it is over here? Hope you're all well this morning. We are streaming to Facebook and to YouTube. So if you would like a card, speaking of it, I haven't got my pen and paper. Typical. It's all been a bit busy this morning. Good morning, Facebook user. I have no idea who you are, so if you follow the link just there, streamyard.com/Facebook, and allow StreamYard permission to display your name for Facebook, I'll be able to see who you are. Good morning, good morning. Not that you need my singing in the morning. Right, so I have my acoustic cards and I have my animal spirit cards. And as some of you may know, this is Kelly's usual spot on a Monday morning. If we can send lots of love and healing out to her and her family as she continues to deal with her bereavement, bless her. She will be back, I think, after the 19th, she said. But until then, I'll be filling the spot for her. So yeah, lots of love to Kelly and the family. Who would like a card? Speak to me. Where is everybody this morning? Morning, Veronica. How are you? Claire. Okay, would you like an animal card, an acoustic card, or would you like me to pick for you, my lovely? Facebook user, if you go to StreamYard, the link is there, look, to allow permission for your name to be displayed otherwise I can't see who you are. Thank you, Veronica. You want me to choose? Okay, well, I'm shuffling my animal cards for you, Claire. So let's see what animal spirit card we get for you today. These are the cards I'm using. On the writing's back to front, or have I got I've got the box upside down. There you go. It's a topsy-turvy world. Right. That being said, Claire, that happened for a reason. So I do feel you feel a little bit upside down with things at the moment. I feel like a little bit overwhelmed with the way things are going at the moment. Like my head's all over the place. So I do feel there's a prioritizing needed with yourself at the moment in sort of all general daily areas of your life at the moment. Let me know if that makes sense. Morning, Yvonne. Morning, Simon. Morning, Karen. Morning, Marissa. Okay, let's have a look. You have the badger spirit. Look at him, isn't he beautiful? And he's surrounded by what look like sunflowers to me, but they could be orange Michaelmas daisies. And it says, be fearless and bold. So I do feel like, say, things feel a little bit topsy-turvy at the moment. I do feel there's some prioritizing needed. And I do feel there's some focus needed. So, like, just deal with one thing at a time, if that makes sense. Put things in order of priority and deal with one thing at a time. Don't try. I feel like you're trying to deal with 2 or 3 things all at once, and it's becoming a little bit overwhelming. That being said, it says be fearless and bold. So, I do feel that, and I feel this is related to work as well. I do feel that I don't know if there's a promotion coming up, or if you've heard about a promotion coming up, or if there's a step up. But I do feel you're hesitant about going for this, and I want to say this is a go for it card. Badgers are very intelligent creatures. They hide in the shadows when they need to, and they can sense when it's safe to come out. But they're also not afraid of the dark, because their eyesight's very poor. So they sniff around quite a lot. And I want to say this is what you need to do. You need to sniff around, do your research, and be less. You're not working. Well, if you're not working already, there's something to do with work coming in. Whether you're thinking about going back to work or thinking about some volunteering or something, but there's something to do with being productive and being active with yourself. And it says be fearless and be bold. So whatever these ideas are that are going through your head, take a leap of faith and go for it, my darling, okay? Even if it's something like turning a passion into a hobby, or turning a hobby into a business, is what I want to say. So definitely go for it. I feel like there's a lot of not negative self-talk, but I do feel you talk yourself out, like you get an idea and then you talk yourself out of it. And I want to say stop doing that. That fits working the spirit. Okay, as long as you can understand it, my darling. Whatever way you feel this fits, it's about taking a leap of faith and getting over that fear barrier and getting over that, I want to say sense of looking silly. I feel like that you're afraid of what other people might think and the way other people will judge you. But people have no right to do that anyway. And even if they do, what do they know about you for it to be of any consequence anyway? You know, do what you do, be proud of what you do, and don't let them fears stop you from doing what you want to do. Okay, if it fits and it's right in your gut, and it's something that you love doing and that you want to do, don't let anything or anybody stop you. All right, so go for it. The sunflowers as well that I'm seeing here, or the orange daisies as I call them, because they look more like daisies than sunflowers. God bless them. Daisies take me to late spring, early summer, and I want to say daisies chains as well. There's like daisy chains. So whether that's a childhood memory or whether you like daisies, that would fit somewhere. But the oranges come through for an energy upliftment. It reminds me a lot of citrine and vitamin C, and I want to say there's a little bit of energy upliftment needed around you at the moment. So check your vitamin C, get some more of that orange, and I want to say get some more of that citrine and get that energy build up. And get plenty of sunshine on your skin as well. All right, my darling. There's browns in here as well. So like the middle of the flower is brown and seedy. So I want to say a little bit more grounding is needed as well. And I do feel there's a love of nature and being connected to the earth with yourself. So again, it's about getting them feet bare, getting them in the grass, getting them on the concrete and getting them roots deep down into the earth's core and getting all that light and love and passion from Mother Earth as well. All right, my darling. So a bit more grounding, and a lot more upliftment, and that'll give you the energy. Okay, my darling. I'll leave that with you, and I hope that helps. You're very welcome. It's a cold case we're working on. Oh, lovely. Okay. Well, I hope that works. Look out for the daisies. You might get a clue with the daisies. All right, my darling. Okay, who else have we got saying hello this morning? Who else said they? Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Karen from New Zealand. Okay, I have, for those that have just joined, I've got my animal spirit deck, and my acoustic wax art colour deck. So let me know if you want the colour one, just put colour. If you want the animal one, just put animal. Or if you would like me to choose, I will choose for you. Let me know in the comments. There's orange flowers where we found where the remains are. Oh, wow. Thank you for that confirmation, Claire. It's a kind of bittersweet, wonderful work that people do with that, because it brings closure to the person's loved ones, but at the same time, it's devastating that you have to find things like that. Yvonne. Okay, let me go with my acoustic ones for you, Yvonne, and see what we get. I'll just put your name up so people know. No, I can well imagine, Claire. I can well imagine. Press hearts. Right, Yvonne. Let's have a look. Oh, wonderful. There we go. I don't know if you can see the colours clearly on that. I'm hoping you can. This is what I call my green card, my vegetable card, and my heart chakra card because of the green. So green is related to the heart chakra. So I do feel there's issues of the heart with you at the moment, Yvonne, that's weighing on your mind. But this is more of a light green. So I do feel that there's also been a lot of healing and a lot of closure surrounding the issues that have been playing on your heart as well. So even though there's still some healing to do, I do feel there's a little bit of healing already been done. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Zoe. But as I'm looking at it, I'm also seeing feathers, like they look like green beans actually. So I won't say more vegetables are needed in your diet, my lovely. I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing, but there's more vegetables there because I'm seeing the green beans. And I want to go to homegrown cooked food as well. So I want to go to homegrown vegetables, so you would understand where somebody used to grow their own fruit and veg, and it was a lot better. Again, it's about the vitamins and it's about getting that fuel in your body to raise your energy levels. Yes, waiting for results. Okay. Thank you for that confirmation. Now, in terms of the heart chakra, Again, you've got a little bit of white, and I do feel there's a love of spirit and there's a love of working with spirit. So if you're not already working with spirit, I feel this is something you should be doing. Although I do feel you are starting to develop. You just eat sandwiches. Well, that's no good for you, Yvonne. That's no good for you because that plays on the tummy and it plays on the bowels. And as I'm saying that, I'm feeling the sort of IBS symptoms. This might be why. So get some more fruit and veg in your diet, my darling, okay? I also feel like this card looks like reeds from, like, like the water reeds that surround rivers and lakes and river banks. So I want to put you near rivers. I want to put you near lakes. I want to go for walks. But I also feel a rush. I feel like there's I don't know if you're in a relationship or there's a new relationship just starting to build, but I do feel there's a rush of a new bond or a new love. This doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be a new friendship. It could be, a new. You have IBS. There you go. So eating these sandwiches aren't going to be no good for you, Yvonne. Wagging my finger at you, telling you off. But yeah, I do feel there's a new relationship coming in. Like I say, it doesn't have to be a romantic one. It could be a new friendship. But I do feel there's a sense of rush of needing some fresh insight, some fresh input. I feel like I need that sense of fun back. I feel things have gotten a little bit too serious, and the side of the card there, I don't know if you can see that where my finger is. It looks like like the coral reefs where they take them out of the water and they go brown and you get the little holes in them. I do feel like there's gaps. You feel like there's gaps in certain areas of your life that you've been searching for. And I do feel that this is one of these gaps now. I want to say patience isn't a strong point, but I want to stress the emphasis on the patience. And I want to take you to self-love and self-care as well. Again, it's not necessarily negative talk, but I do feel, again, like the last lady, that you tend to talk yourself out of things. So go out and socialise more and get them connections back, get them friendship connections back. Start coming out of your shell a little bit more. I do feel there's been a little bit of things that have happened in the past that have made you kind of back off and isolate from people a little bit. Yeah, keep yourself to yourself. That's just what I was about to say. You must be psychic, Yvonne. But yeah, I do feel there's been a little bit of isolation. I want to say it's time now to come out of that cocoon and spread your wings a little bit and start getting back into the fold of things, okay? And with that will come, again, like I say, the new bonds, new friendships, new relationships. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. This is about just reconnecting with people. All right, my darling? I hope that helps. And again, don't forget your diet. Better diet, please. Hope that helps, my lovely. Okay, who did we have next? Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Sue. Thank you for putting your name at the end of your comments. Makes it so much easier. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Rachie. For those that have just joined, I've got my animal spirit cards and I've got my acoustic colour cards. You're very welcome, Yvonne. So let me know which cards you would like, or if you want me to pick one for you. I can't remember. Marissa, are you still here? Let me just scroll up. Can't remember. Marissa. Marissa wanted me to choose for that. Okay. Hi, Mandy. Marissa, are you still here? Let me know in the comments, please. We are streaming to Facebook and YouTube, so if there's any YouTube viewers watching, please keep commenting in the chat so I can see who you are. Oh, okay. While we're waiting for Marissa, Rachel, has your name come up? Yeah, I drawed an animal spirit card for you, and you've got the bee. What's that saying? Is it fly like a butterfly and sting like a bee? That's the quote I've just got for you, Rachel. Now, again, this is all about grounding and being resourceful and also working as part of a team. So I do feel work-wise there's something coming up, whether it be study or work or training, but I do feel there's some teamwork coming in for you with respect to a job. And it says sweet results to wait. So I do feel there's been some sort of studying or some sort of research been done to help get you where you are. And I want to say, if you're worried about getting there, or if you're worried about failing or anything, this is a yes card. This is a success card. You've planted the seeds. You've put all the hard work in. You've done what you've needed to do, and you're gonna be successful in getting where you want to be. Okay, my darling. Now, the sting like a bee quote that came through because I feel now's the time for you to step up and open your voice. I feel like there's people around you that are not necessarily being negative, but they're not being encouraging either. Always studying and researching and worrying about failing. Well, all that hard work's going to pay off, my darling. Worker bees are very good. I mean, when you think about what they do, they collect the nectar, they make the honey in the hive for the queen bee. They work together as a unit to keep the queen safe. And I do feel this is very much your character. I do feel you're very protective of those in your inner circle. And I want that song, and I can't remember what the song's called, but it's the quote is, you can throw, what's it? You can throw shapes at me, but it doesn't mean you're in my circle. So I do feel you've got maybe a handful, if that, of really, really close in the circle friends. But I do feel you've got people on the outskirts as well that you wouldn't necessarily tell all your secrets to, but you are friends with, if that makes sense. But again, I do feel sting like a bee. This there's something that isn't being said that needs to be said, and I do feel you need to get rid of like I say, not necessarily negative people, but people that aren't exactly being supportive with you at the moment. And as I'm saying that, I've got a bad back, so I do feel that you know who this is and you know where this is, and the support that you was expecting from them hasn't been given. All right. So again, speak your truth, let them know how you feel, stick to the facts, do it diplomatically. It doesn't have to be, you know, any kind of fallout or misunderstanding. It's just a case of, if you're not going to support me, that's fine. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. Keep them opinions to yourself, because I'm not interested. You're either going to support me and work with me, or you're not. And if you're not, I'd rather not hear it. And that's it. Okay, that's kind of as firm as you need to be. But keep going with the study, my darling, because it's all paying off. All your hard work is paying off. I also want to say with you as well, the spirit around you, because I'm seeing the light spirit. As you can see, the bee is wrapped in that little white bubble there, and that for me is spirit. So you also have spirit guiding you and helping you with whatever it is that you're studying for at the moment. My back plays me up and I have ideas. Yeah. Okay. Well, don't sit on it, Rachel. Okay. Don't let it get to a point where you're taking on the negative viewpoints. All right. If you feel that the negative viewpoints getting to you, you need to speak up and you say, you know what, I don't want to hear it. As well as their intentions are, it's your life, and you've got to follow your own path and your own journey. And if some people are meant to stay, some people aren't. Those that support you will walk with you, whether they agree with you or not, and others will fall by the wayside. and they're the ones that aren't meant to stay. All right. So although it feels like you may lose people in your friendship circle, if they were friends in the first place, you can't lose the friend, because if they were friends in the first place, they would act like friends. I hope that makes sense. All right, my darling, I'll leave that with you, Ocean. Thank you for working with me. Hello, Facebook user that says hi, Stace, would love reading. I don't know who you are. Please go to streamyard.com/Facebook to allow permissions, or just put your name at the end of each of your comments so I know who you are. Okay, let's have a look who else is joining me this morning. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Karen. Karen, pick any card. Okay. Hi, Claire. Let me go to my acoustic cards for you, Karen. Let me know if you're still there, please. Did we hear anything back from Marissa? I don't think we did we? You're very welcome, Rachel. You're very welcome. Oh, thank you, Veronica. Karen. Okay. Right, Karen, as I'm shuffling the cards and connecting with yourself, I'm feeling quite warm and I'm feeling quite dehydrated. And I do feel this is a blood pressure issue. So let me know if that makes sense. Marissa not commented. Okay, Veronica, thank you. So let me know if that makes sense with yourself. With regards to having blood pressure issues, or just in feeling very hot. I mean, I know it's been hot weather, but I don't feel this is anything to do with the weather. Yeah, you understand this. Thank you for that confirmation. Okay. So oh wow. This is the first time this card's come up. You've got blacks, greys, whites, a little bit of brown in there. So first thing I want to say is things have been a little bit stormy for you in the physical world. And I want to say there's a bit of a mental storm going on as well. I feel a little bit of, I wouldn't say downtrodden, but I do feel, I feel like I'm sad, and I don't know why I'm sad. Now I'm not going to go as, again, I'm not a doctor in diagnosing or diagnosing anything, but I do feel maybe there's been a little bit of depression. But I do feel, however, that is starting to heal because you've got the white in the background, and I do feel the love of spirit has been around you, helping you with this and trying to give you as much uplift and encouragement as they can. But you've felt this. Let me know if this makes sense, Karen. If like I say, it might not be as bad as depression, but I do feel you've been down a lot lately. Now, there's feathers in that card as well. If it looks like a plant, but to me, it looks like a plant of feathers. So again, I do feel there's been signs from spirits such as the feathers, and I also feel that you've been asking the angels for help. Yes, it does make sense. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. What I want to say to you is you've got the lovely oranges and browns in the bottom there, right near the earth. So again, I want to take you to grounding, and I want to say it's important for you to remember where you came from. I do feel there's a strength with the women in your family from previous generations up to present day, and I do feel there's a sense of matriarchy. So I do feel the women in your family are the leaders more so than the men. Even though the men like to think that they're in charge in the family with regards to sort of being the earners and being the strength and being the backbone of the family, it's actually the women in your family that take the lead role. You just let the men think that they're in charge. But the men listen. Again, let me know if that makes sense. But you are coming out of this, whatever this sadness is, and I do feel this is a loss. This is to do with a loss of some kind, and I feel like you've kind of struggled to deal with this loss now. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be the loss of a loved one as in passing. It could be the loss of a relationship, the loss of a friendship. I won't say children, you would understand. Yes, some strong women. You would understand children in spirit. And also, as I'm looking at the card, I am actually seeing a lady, and she's got the old fashioned, like 1940s pin back hairstyle where it sort of all curls underneath and the pins are side back. Kind of like the 1940s. If you look at the women who sang that kind of 1940s swing music, like "Hit the Road, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more." And that's enough for that. That's the song I've got for you. But if you look at the hairstyles that them women had, it's a lady that kind of had that kind of hairstyle. And I want to go grandmother. So I do have spirit here, and I want to go grandmother, and I want to go on mum's side. Your mum died in December. Oh, bless your heart. So that'll be why this sadness is coming in. But yeah, I've just been given that song for you, and I've also been given a dog's paw print, not an actual dog, but a dog's paw print. So I do feel there's a dog in spirit as well. But I do feel this paw print is symbolic, because I do feel paw prints on my heart. Paw prints on my heart. You would understand why paw prints on my heart would ring a bell. Again, this is coming from spirit. So you do have spirit around you, and you do have you feel grandma around you. Yes, there is a doggy. Thank you for that confirmation. I do feel grandma would have had problems with blood pressure as well, because again, I'm feeling quite hot. Now, she's not telling me what she passed from. She's saying she doesn't really want to talk about it. But she's fine, and she wants you to know she's fine. And she's saying mum's, even though mum's not coming forward, she's saying that mum is with her, so they're together. Okay, and again, she feels it's important for you to know that. Now, I am seeing this lady now. She's got a shawl over her shoulders. So this grandma would have been known for wearing her. It is mum's mum. She was a hit and run. Okay, that's probably why she doesn't want to talk about it then. But yeah, she didn't tell me what she passed from or how she died, because she didn't want to talk about it. But thank you for that confirmation. But you would understand grandma being into her long shoulder shawls, and it's not one of them that just sits at the top. It covers the shoulders, and it goes right down and covers the back and the legs. Particularly when, but I also feel she's bringing this through for you. She's wrapping a shawl over your shoulders and wrapping you up in a blanket of healing. So again, they're seeing what you're going through, and they're trying to help ease your pain and ease your grief. Okay. I'm just trying to see what else I can see. Yeah. Right. I've just asked her what else she wants to give you, and she's given me, I don't know if you can see that, but right in the bottom of the rocks there's a little diamond, and she's given me a diamond for you, so you would understand the connection with the diamond. And I've forgotten again what month the diamond is for birthdays. You'll have to Google it. I always forget what month diamond is for birthdays, but look up the birthstone diamond and it should tell you what month it is, and that will make sense for you. But she's also given me the diamond. You have Mum's diamonds ring. Thank you for that confirmation. But I'm seeing a rough cut diamond, and it's in the shape of a prism. So I don't know if this is the shape of the ring, but she's showing me a rough cut diamond in the shape of a prism, and she's wanting to give that to you. And I've got the same diamond in the rough. Okay, so I do feel there's a sense of Grandma letting me know that you can be a little bit rough around the edges, and you can be very stubborn and very hard at times. And you're a little fighter. She's telling me you're a little fighter. So I do feel that you have no problem speaking your mind and standing up for yourself. But however, just of late, because of the sadness and the grief that you're going through, it's almost like you haven't got the energy to do that at the moment. But she's telling me you're a little fighter, you're a diamond in the rough, and not to change who you are. All right, my darling. They come with so much love for you. I'm also seeing a bear in that spirit bit there. Where am I going? There's the body, there's the head, there's the paws. And bears for me, they're all about being protective, they're all about nurturing, and they're all about even though they're a solitary animal and they hibernate, they're also very resourceful and again very intelligent and very protective animals. All right, and again she's bringing that bear hug through for you, bringing that sense of bear nurturing and motherly and grandmotherly love for you. All right, so I will leave. I also want to say you've got a bear spirit. I do feel that bear is your spirit animal, so maybe look that up for a spiritual meaning as well. All right, my darling, but I'll leave Grandma's and Mum's love with you. Like I say, Mum wasn't with me, but Gran was saying that she had Mum with her, okay? So I'll leave both their love with you, and I'll leave you with the diamond, and thank you for working with me, but just keep smiling, all right, my darling? There's no time for grief, so be gentle with yourself, but make sure you give yourself that self-love and keep being the little fighter that you are. All right, my love, I hope that helps. Okay, let's see who else we've got. Hi, Lindsay, I can see your name, my darling, you're fine. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Claire Plummer. Hi, Sarah. Hi. Really, Zedia? Really? Is there any... Just, no. Some people. Okay, let's see. Hi, Sue. You finally worked out the StreamYard. Let me know who's still on. Again, we are streaming to Facebook and YouTube, so keep commenting in the chat if you would like a card. Hi, Sarah. How are you, my lovely? Sarah will be on later tonight at 7 p.m. So make sure you tune in for that later. We've also got Christine on at 4 p.m. So again, join us for that later. It is a lovely, beautiful day. Okay, Lindsay. This one just about jumped out the pack. Let's have a look. Lindsay, a beautiful day with a beautiful card. You have all the pinks and the greys. Look at that. Beautiful. Right. When I see this, pinks for me are about childhood fun. It's about bringing that child sense. It's that inner child within you wanting to break free and come out. So again, I want to say there's a bubbly sense of fun with yourself, Lindsay. I want to cause mischief. I'm a practical joker, and I want to say my one-liners make everybody laugh. This is the sense that I get with you. Let me know if this makes sense. Now, I see 2 or 3 things. The first thing I'm seeing in this card is right in this corner here. It looks like a warrior or a Viking of some sort. So I do feel that that there's links to you having to be a bit of a warrior at the moment and a bit of a fighter and standing up. And I want to say you're giving somebody a voice that doesn't normally have a voice or is unable to have a voice of their own. So I do feel like you're a bit of a defender, a bit of an Archangel Michael at the moment, fighting the good fight, so to speak. I also feel there's a tightness to this. I feel like, again, you're fighting that hard and taking on the world and his wife, and I do feel this is making you very weighed down and very tired at the moment. Yes, that's true. Thank you for that confirmation. So again, I want to say, whatever the situation is, approach it with fun, approach it with laughter, and dare I say it, a little bit of sarcasm. Because I do feel that you have to be creative in the way that you need to get your point heard, rather than go for it from a serious angle. Yes, completely drained, Joe. I can sense that. I do feel there's some compromise needed because there's the greys in the card, and greys for me it's all about having that balance. So as well as having that balance between your personal life and your professional life, I want to say, you've also got to compromise a little bit. Again, I want to say it's not about being right or wrong. It's about getting the best results in the best way that you can. And I do feel, again, there's a little bit of creativity needed in how you go about getting the results that you want. But don't feel like it's backing down or giving in any way, shape, or form. It's about meeting in the middle and having that compromise, and you're trying to find the balance. Thank you for that confirmation. Yeah, there's definitely some balance needed. But deep within the pinks, you've also got some reds. And red, again, it's about, excuse my dog. Red, again, is about having that inner strength. It's about having the energy to be able to deal with what you need to deal with. And you do have that inner strength. But again, because it's a bright red as opposed to a dark red, I do feel that energy drained and draining. And there's my dog. Everybody, I'll introduce Chip. Chip, say hello. Say hello. Good boy. He very often joins me. Most people have a shoulder parrot. I have a shoulder bug. There you go. But yes, it's definitely about finding that compromise and being creative in order to get the result that you need. Okay. Now, in terms of finding the balance, you have. I was trying to work out if it was a duck or an eagle, but it's definitely an eagle. I don't know if you can see that eagle's head there. But eagles are the highest form of spirit messenger. And again, it's about looking at things from a higher perspective. It's about looking things from a higher perspective. So I do feel that you need to maybe go, I don't want to say you need to raise the bar. You need to raise the bar. You would understand why that makes sense to yourself, Lindsay. Okay. So again, push forward, dig deep for that inner strength, compromise a little bit. Don't feel it's about giving in or backing down or being right or wrong, because it's not. It's just about finding a way to get the results that you want. Okay. Once you've done that, I do feel that you will be successful in making your point, getting your point across. Okay. You've also got the love for spirit because you've got all that white at the top. White for me is pure love, pure spirit. So you have them helping you with this as well. All you need to do is ask. All right, my lovely. I'll leave that with you, and I hope that helps. Thank you, Sarah. These cards I bought from somebody called Lynn Swede. She's a medium herself. She made all these cards herself. You can find her on Facebook. There is a little booklet that comes with them, but I never use the book. And as you can see, they're all sort of different colours, different patterns, and they're encaustic wax art is what she does. So yeah, I will. If you would like, I will get in touch with Lynn for you and get her to get in touch with you. Just private message me, and we'll do it that way. Okay. And I just read something from Karen. What was that? When it comes up. Oh, let's have a look. Diamond is April. I have 3 sons in April. My dad's mum in spirit birthday is April. Oh wow! Thank you for that confirmation, Karen. Yeah, for some reason I look it up and then I know it's April because I've got birthdays in my family in April as well. But for some reason it always escapes my mind when I come to it. But yeah, thank you for that confirmation. So that'll be another reason why she's just acknowledging the birthdays. Fantastic. I think it's SWEED, Sarah. It's about finding the balance in family time. About my spiritual journey. Oh, yeah. Well, as long as you can understand it, Lindsay. But yeah, definitely find that balance and compromise. Okay, my lovely. It's difficult sometimes. But what I always say is family comes first. You know, spirit will not desert you. They are always there in the background. They are always, you know, willing to work with you whenever you are ready. And they understand that sometimes your earthly life has to take precedence, you know. I love working with spirit. I love my spirit team. I have a good connection with my spirit team. But they also know when it comes to my physical family life and my personal life, that takes priority. And they understand that, you know. They're always there when I'm working, when I have some downtime. They're always there with me. So whatever time out you need to take for your family, don't be afraid that spirit will desert you or you will lose any ability, so to speak. That's it. That's exactly it, Sophie. It's about setting them boundaries, even with my own personal opinion. This is even with your spirit team, your guides, your angels, whoever you work with in spirit. It's about, you know, connecting with them and setting them boundaries. They have boundaries for me. I have boundaries for them. They know how I want to work. They know what I will and will not say. They know when my green light is for when I'm working. They know how I open up. They know how I close down, and that's it. Even to when I go to bed. I have a ritual where as I walk up the stairs to go to bed, I put up a kind of protective cloak over the stairs, and the only people that are allowed from spirit up the stairs is my family that are love and light only. Otherwise, the protective cloak keeps everybody else, you know, out of my space. A good balance of work, well and half. Yeah. I normally have my granddaughter 3 weeks at a time when my MS started to play. and spiritual reading I had to take down from it. Exactly, Lindsay, that's it. But spirit understand that. And if you ask spirit to help you with the healing, they'll help you with the healing. If, you know, the angels, again, all you've got to do is ask for help and they will help you. Tell them you need time out and they will stand down. They'll still be there, but they will stand down, okay? My own personal belief, anyway. I've had to take a lot of time out for myself over recent months. I've just started dusting the cobwebs off again, and my spirit team, you know, they're brilliant. They've never let me down. It's about trust and faith. Having that trust and faith in your team, and like you say, setting them boundaries. You set boundaries with people in the physical life, so why not set boundaries with those that work with you in spirit? And there's my little doggy again. I don't know what he's looking at. I must have spirit in the room today. What are you looking at, Drippers? What are you looking at, Drippers? Okay, so who would like an animal spirit card or an inclusive card? Again, put your preference in the comments. And yeah, feel free to ask any questions while we're on the live as well, and I'll answer them as best I can. Oh my gosh, is it 10:52 already? Where was that hour gone? He is a sweet dog. He's full of personality. He's also very spiritually aware. He was born on the 6th of August, which was the same day my granddad passed. So I do feel that he was sent from spirit. He has little gold flecks in his fur, but you can only see it when the sun catches him, right? But yeah, he's full of personality, shall we say. He just turned 4. Let's have a look. Sophie. Let's go with Sophie. Animal card for you, Sophie. And my little dog's barking, so you would understand. Oh, you just said you've got animals in spirit. Yeah, you would understand definitely a dog in spirit because he's gruffing. Oh, and as I say that, he looks at you. Are you going to pick a card, Chip? You're going to pick a card? No? If only, eh? He probably would if I put them on the floor. He'd mess them all up and pick one. Oh, look at that. You've got the dolphin card, Sophie. Absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love dolphins, especially the bottlenose ones. Right. And there's a big, oh, look at that. Beautiful. Now, that splash at the bottom, for me, looks like a flower. And I can't remember what flower it looks like now. Okay. I've been given tulips for you, my darling, so you would understand the link to tulips. But this, for me, looks like... What does it look like to me? It looks like a carnation. So I also want to give you carnations as well. So that tells me there's a wedding anniversary coming up because I associate carnations with weddings. So let me know if that makes sense. If it's not a wedding anniversary that's either been or just coming up in the next few weeks. But again, the tulips as well. The tulips are also significant, and the white carnation specifically. Now, dolphins are very intelligent, very playful, very communicative animals. So I want to say again, this is about being creative. This is about being playful, but this is also about using your wisdom and your intelligence to navigate difficult situations. Again, I want to say you're very much I wouldn't say an overbearing protector as such. You keep an eye on those that are close to you, but you do it from the shadows, and you kind of watch and observe and listen to those around you, and that's how you kind of keep watch on things. I also want to say that you help anybody in trouble. You're the kind of person that would help anybody in trouble, because this is what dolphins do. Dolphins are renowned, if they see anybody in trouble, they will instantly go and help. Like if they see somebody falling in the water, they'll go pick them up, kind of thing. In the wild, this is, but some obviously are trained in captivity and born in captivity, and are trained to perform. And I want to say with that, I don't feel you're the kind of person that likes to be the centre of attention. You like to be the kind of person that does sit in the background. You like to surprise people. And I do feel you're very underestimated because you're not an extrovert. So you're not an introvert, but you're not an extrovert either. It's like you just show your talents and show your wisdom when there's need to, rather than sort of impress it on people. There's also purple on this dolphins. There's been a lot of self-healing with yourself as well. And I want to say this is emotional healing, because dolphins are born in the water, and water for me is about emotions. But I see this one dipping in and out. I see him diving up, diving in, diving up, diving in. So again, I do feel there's been a lot of ducking and diving with yourself. Wanted to be an RNLI volunteer, but I'm too old to be in the crew. Who told you was too old to be in the crew? Is that your perception, or is that what they've told you? Because I do, like the dolphin, I saw flipping in and out of the water, so I do feel that yeah, if somebody from the RNLI told you that, I would maybe question that with your local RNLI, because I mean, I don't see. I would think it would go more on fitness and medical fitness rather than age, especially with it being a volunteer role. Could be wrong. I could be wrong, but like I say, I do feel there's been a lot of self-healing on an emotional level with yourself, and I do feel that again in the past there's been a lot of sadness, and there's been a lot of negative self-talk, but I do feel you're coming out of that now, and I do feel you're getting that again, the inner child within you. You're getting that playfulness back. You're getting your sense of humour back, and you're slowly again coming out of your shell. It's their rules. 53-year-old Max. I have challenged, but it's their rules. Yes, I've been center of attention, but I'm choosing to shine. Exactly. Lots of self-healing and enjoying fun again. Thank you for that confirmation. Confirmation. I can't get my words out this morning. Understand it in one sense, because you have got to be medically strong and medically fit. And I suppose, we get past certain age and things happen. I mean, I'm 47, but I have a lot of health issues, so I couldn't do it as much as I'd love to do it. Medically, I'm not fit to do it. But I'm sure there's other jobs you can do apart from going out on the boat, things maybe medical. If you're looking for volunteer work, I'm just asking. Maybe try the St. John's Ambulance, or something like that. They're always looking for volunteers. So you might not be able to help with the RNLI, but maybe you can help in that way. Again, I don't think they have an age limit, unless I'm wrong, but maybe that's something you can look into. But yeah, definitely feel a sense of the healing and a sense of the fun coming back. Again, let me know about the wedding anniversary. because that carnation is definitely coming up. I also want to take you to summer, and I want to take you to the month of July, so that would be significant for you as well. Again, let me know if that makes sense. But yeah, it's all good, my darling. Life is good. You've got the number 20, which for me would be the number 2. And number 2 is all about stepping into the number 1 for me is new beginnings. So number 2 is about reaping and enjoying the changes that have come in, the positive changes, focusing on the positive, getting rid of the negative. And it's all about keeping that positive energy going. Okay, so again, it's about being on the right path, enjoy life, dance among the waves, so to speak. Keep ducking and diving and doing all them. There are healthy, strong people of all ages who can meet their physical tests, it seems. But thank you for the St. John's. My pleasure. My pleasure. But again, like I say, they're always looking. And if you want to volunteer and help people, and I do feel that is something, I don't want to put you in a nursing or a carer capacity, but I do feel that finding a volunteer or even a paid job that can put you in a position where you are helping others, whether it be medically, mentally, or even maybe volunteering at a school or a college to help people that struggle with, reading, writing, or whatever. Just something where you're helping. I feel like this is your sole purpose. I feel like you know this is your purpose. You have to be in a position where you can help other people progress, and I do feel it's something you'll be very good at as well. Also, watch out, I'm getting an itchy nose. An itchy nose for me is somebody that's kind of poking their nose into your business where it's not wanted or needed. So look out for that if it's not happening already. And if it is happening already, again, don't let them put limitations on yourself. We should put limitations on ourselves. God knows I'm guilty of doing it myself. But I also want to say, don't put limits on yourself, and don't let other people put limits on yourself. Obviously, with the RNLI situation, that can't be helped because it's written in the rules. Maybe it's something you can continue to campaign against. But again, just just have a look at and see where you can go. July, yes, my mum in spirit's birthday. September, wedding anniversary coming up, although now divorced. Okay, well, I just saw the carnation and the fact that there was a wedding. Bless you. All right, my darling. Well, I'll leave that with you, and keep doing what you're doing, and keep on that positive energy, okay? Keep on them positive ways, and keep being that playful dolphin. All right, my love, I hope that helps. You are, I am medically and counselling qualified. Oops. And used to teach literacy and numeracy. I'm looking for a new opening. Wow. Again, thank you for that confirmation. That's just given me goosebumps. But yeah, try and get back into that then. Try and get back into there's also the you could look into doing something maybe with the I don't know what they call the army. Is it the reserves? The army reserves? But yeah, I just seen you with college and things. So yeah, if you can't, maybe you can do both. Maybe you can do both. There's nothing stopping you. Age is but a number. If you feel that you can, then you should. All right, Pamela, how are you, my darling? You're very welcome, Sophie. All right, Pamela, I'm ever so sorry, my darling. You've just come on at the end. But we have Christine Stewart at 4 p.m. with her flower readings. Sometimes she does mediumship as well. So join us for that. And we also have Sarah at 7 p.m. with her readings. So again, make sure you join us for that. I will be back on Monday. Possibly. I will be back on Monday. So until then, thank you ever so much, everybody, for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to work with you. Thank you, Veronica, for allowing the platform for us all to work on. And just remember, guys, this is a safe space for readings. None of the mediums from this page will ever contact you to ask you if you want a reading or to ask you if you would like to pay for a reading. If you get any messages from any of these mediums approaching you with offers for readings, it is a scam. So be scam aware. There is a lot going around and a lot of people being cloned and hacked at the moment. All right. So just be very wary. We will not approach you. If you would like a private reading from myself or from any other medium, it is up to you to contact us. Okay. So that being said, stay safe, stay hydrated, enjoy the sunshine, and I will see you next time. Lots of love. See you later.